Hello everyone, wish you all a very happy Friendship Day. Today I am gonna discuss about this Friendship Day on an international level. I hope that you can understand that the international level means the friendship between India and Russia. I don't think that any Indian can forget about the Indo-Pakistan war which had occurred in 1971 between India and Pakistan. At that time, India and Pakistan were two different countries, and Pakistan had two portions like East Pakistan and the West Pakistan. The people of West Pakistan were completely Muslim and they were speaking Hindi. However, the people of East Pakistan were Hindus and they were speaking Bengalis. That's why the government of Pakistan had completely ignored the part of East Pakistan, or I can say the people of the East Pakistan, for which the West Pakistan people were highly developed, they were highly organized, and the East Pakistan people were not so developed and they were not so progressive, which resulted in creating a revolt. And this revolt started in between East Pakistan and West Pakistan. And in further years, the involvement of different Pakistan political parties raised this issue or this revolt into a more serious revolt. And now West Pakistan had known very well that the people of East Pakistan are not going to tolerate what they were doing, for which they started torturing the people of East Pakistan. They were just not torturing the people of East Pakistan, but they were also forcefully killing the people of the East Pakistan, which resulted that a lot of people from East Pakistan just started leaving their country and they started coming towards our country. And about 7 million to 8 million people from East Pakistan were migrating towards our country, or they migrated towards our country. And at that time, the Prime Minister of our country was a lady Prime Minister, and she was none other than our Indira Gandhi. When Indira Gandhi saw this all, that about 7 million to 8 million people are migrating from East Pakistan to India, then it became a great headache for us. You know that the population of India is always raised, or it is always in high. Then how can we tolerate such high amount of people from other countries? Thus, our Prime Minister thought of discussing about this issue in an international level. So she sought help from United States of America, and she went to United States of America's president to discuss about this issue. But at that time, United States of America was joined with Pakistan with some treaties, and America was also against India. Thus, United States of America thought of planning some war against our country, and he rejoined with Turkey as well as China. Or I can say that he thought of southern help from other countries like China and Turkey to start a war against India. And they all got organized and they thought of starting a war, that war named as Indo-Pakistan war against India. At that time, the united, or I can say the unity of the countries like United States of America, Turkey and China created a huge problem for our country, because those all countries were very powerful and they all had very good explosive materials, or I can say that they can create a great explosion in case of wars. Thus the war begins, and the war actually began in December 3 when explosive materials or explosion created from Pakistan. At that time also, our country means no one had thought that India can call for a war, or India can give rise to a war, or India can prepare for a war, because at that time our country had a lady Prime Minister, that is our Indira Gandhi. But it didn't happen. A lady Prime Minister thought of creating a war. That war was Indo-Pakistan war. And at that time, at that situation, the most powerful country was the Russia, and India thought of seeking help from Russia. And at that time also, Russia was very helpful to our country. and Russia warned United States of America, Turkey and China not to create any type of disturbance in India, and if any country creates any type of disturbances in India, then Russia is going to create, or Russia is going to start war against them, which created terror in all among those countries which were thinking of creating war or which were thinking of destroying our country. This Indo-Pakistan war continued for about 13 days from December 3 to December 16, and about 93,000 soldiers with their general were surrendered in this Indo-Pakistan war because Russia was with us, because Russia protected us with its submarines. Russia sent its submarines through water bodies, it sent its submarines through Indian Ocean. And those submarines actually protected us and actually protected our country from starting a war or from involving in a war or from destroying in a war. Later, the soldiers of Pakistan, who were about 93,000 in number, were jailed for some months, and after that the Simla Agreement was signed. And in that Simla Agreement, India signed for an agreement that Pakistan is not going to discuss about Simla or Kashmir issue in an international level. Or simply, the moral of today's story is that if there would not be Russia, then I don't think we would be protected from being slaved, or I don't think that India would be protected from such explosive war or from such explosion. So it's really a wonderful friendship in between India and Russia, which saved us from Indo-Pakistan war. So let's celebrate this Friendship Day as an International Friendship Day, and do share this story with your friends. Thank you so much for listening.